Hey Rent to Retires, it's Adam Schrader here with another video. I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing to our YouTube channel so far. It has been fantastic talking to each and every one of you about your real estate journeys and how we can help you along the way. If you haven't had a chance to talk with us, go to renttoretirement.com, set up a time. We love speaking with you. Happy to help. You can see our properties there. Everything else, you can see all that we do as we try to help you be the most educated investor you can possibly be. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the notifications bell, all the things that make sure that you don't miss any of this content we're putting out as we try to make you the best investor you can possibly be. So let's get into today's video. We're going to talk today about how come our markets aren't going down in price. Because right now you are seeing a lot of news out there about real estate, and most of it is not positive. You're seeing headlines. Beautiful, smart, intelligent person is telling us the biggest crash, worse than 2008, coming down the pipeline. Oh my goodness, run, hide the women, hide the children, protect yourselves from imminent doom. Well, when you look around, there are definitely some places where real estate is dropping. You know, there's definitely some valuations that got too hot that are now cooling off. Will not dispute that. Won't dispute it at all. But let's talk about why the markets that we're in haven't been seeing that huge drop. Now, some of our hotter markets are seeing stabilization, maybe a small drop, but not much. Why aren't they dropping like the prices in California, like New York City, all of these markets that you hear the horror stories about? Why aren't they dropping? And the simple fact of the matter is they don't have room to drop. When you look at home prices, it's split up into two parts, right? There's the land and there's the improvement. Those two things add together to make your valuation. Well, guess what? The improvement doesn't really change year over year. You know, value might change a little bit here and there, but for the most part, the improvement is stable. What changes? Primarily is the land value. If you take a $2 million home in California and take it and set it in Ohio, that $2 million home is no longer worth $2 million. It's going to drop substantially. Now you're going to have, however nice the improvement is, it's probably going to be roughly the same value, but now you've gone from, let's say the home is worth $500,000. You're now going from a $1.5 million land cost to $30, $40, $50, $60,000 land cost somewhere in Ohio. That value has plummeted. Now we know land will not go to zero. You're not going to get land handed out free of charge. It's probably not even going to really go below $10,000 for most of these plots, or 20. So whenever we're talking about these things, let's say you have a $40,000 lot. Well, guess what? If that lot is not going to go below $20,000 on the worst case scenario, when everything's going down, it's really only $20,000 of space you have to move. Now, when you have $1.5 million of land and things start moving, now you're talking serious money, right? Now you're giving yourself a whole lot of room to move. I mean, potentially you could move 70% if that land dropped down to next to nothing, as opposed to if your Ohio land drops down to next to nothing, you're talking 15% on the outside. You know, that is significant, and that it really limits the damage that can be done to your property because of the valuation, just because your land cost isn't going to zero. And that is the part that's going to fluctuate the most during the turbulent times that we're going through. Now, whether or not we're going to hit 2008, I don't think we are right now. I think we're in a pretty good spot. If you look at these homes that we're talking about, pretty much everything we have is 300,000 or lower. Again, I've talked about it before. I will continue to talk about it. These homes don't exist. These homes aren't being built for the most part anymore. Where are you going to find the homes to replace these? These are homes that new, homeowners, first-time home buyers are looking for. They're begging for. They want more of. And guess what? They don't exist. They're not being built anymore. They're being held by investors. They're being held by homeowners who aren't moving anywhere right now because more people are aging in place than going to live in retirement homes or those things. So we are in a situation where we are buying assets that aren't being created anymore. And what does that do? That drives demand, which drives price, which doesn't tend to lead to price drops. So if you want to know why on earth prices aren't going down in the markets that we're in, well, quite simply, it's because they don't have much room to move and they have no reason to move at all. So I hope that's been helpful. Head over to renttoretirement.com and you can see all of the properties that we do have. You can schedule a time to talk with us. You can listen to our podcast. You can find anything and everything you want to know about us at renttoretirement.com. Really appreciate, again, the time you're putting in to becoming an educated real estate investor. Don't forget to subscribe, click the notifications bell, anything you can do to keep up with our content. We greatly appreciate. Hope y'all are having a great time watching this video. We'll talk to you on the next one.
Thanks for watching the Rent to Retirement YouTube channel. Check out some of our other videos, like this one, or this one here.